Good morning, welcome to Fairy and Spoil. I'm going to talk to you today about walking your dog in the winter. So we're in the middle of the winter here in the UK and we're actually having a really mild one. It's 11 degrees outside, which is nice, but it's 7:10 in the morning and it's absolutely pitch black, completely pitch black. So I'm just going to show you me getting ready to take the boys out, stuff that I use, because you might find some of it useful. So first things first, these are my boots. I have two kinds of boots that I wear. I have these which are waterproof and really good non-slip. They're really good. And I have these ones that are for if it's really icy. They're not as waterproof, but they're warmer. They've got a really good grip. And on the bottom, are you waiting to go for a walk? Yeah, you're waiting. All right. I'll just quickly say this and then we'll get ready. And on the bottom, they've got, you can flip that out. So if it was really icy, then you could use that. I got both of these pairs of boots from a place called Cooper's. Now, I have all the... Oh, we've gone all blurry. Sorry about that. We went all blurry for a moment. I have all special hiking boots and all of that. But I have found these to be the best ones. Now, I get them from a place called Cooper's. So if you're in the UK, Cooper's is a magazine, or it's like a catalogue that you get. You can do it online as well, but it's like a catalogue. And it's basically based at elderly people. So these shoes are really based at elderly people, very much for the non-slip properties of them. And you know what else? They're Velcro, and I just love that, because you're not messing about with laces. Just zip it up, put your Velcro across, and you're done. And so these are the ones I wear most of the time. So if you're not in the UK, if you kind of look at magazines that are based more for elderly people, and you will be amazed at the helpful stuff you find in there. Very, very useful. So that's my shoes, my boots that I wear. I've just got my jeans on, and because it's only 11 degrees outside, I've just got a hoodie on. If it's a little bit colder, I'll put a body warmer on top. And I've got a raincoat that I wear if it's raining. And then if it's colder, I've got a padded jacket. And if it's raining and cold, then I wear my padded jacket. If you're new to dog walking, you're going to need all the coats for all the seasons. And the boys, I try not to put coats on them, because I think it's much better for their fur if they can get out in the fresh air. But if it's really cold, sort of 2 degrees, lower 2 degrees, minus anything, then I do put, they have little padded coats that I put on them. And if it's raining and cold, then I've got like a rain, they've each got a raincoat. So they've got a raincoat and then a warmer coat, and you just have to kind of judge yourself. If it's raining and warm, I don't put the raincoats on them. I only put the raincoats on them if it's cold. So probably 2 degrees to 5 degrees and raining will be raincoats, and raincoats are waterproof and thin. And then 2 degrees and lower will be their padded little jackets. Aren't they being good boys waiting to get ready for their walk? Such good boys, aren't you? You are really, really good boys. You are good boys. So today it's 11 degrees, so no coats at all. So I'm going to stop recording now while I put all their leads on, and I'll talk to you in a minute. Well, I'll just quickly show you what I take. So I take my my bag with me, my bum bag. I've got dog treats, poo bags, my phone, keys and tissue. I always carry water with me for them. This you can just clip onto your belt, and you've always got water. If it's the summer, well, all year round actually, I have a big bottle of water in the car and a proper dog bowl. But if we're just walking from the house, then they're really good to clip onto your bag. Now, when we go out now, it's going to be absolutely pitch black, and so we need to have lights. So each dog has one of these clipped to the end of their lead. Now, this isn't the end near the dog's collar. I put it on the other end because I think you can interfere with what they can see if you put it down by them. So I have it at the other end of the lead. So you look, aren't they all being good boys waiting to go for a walk? Being very good boys, very, very good boys. This is the lead I use. I have a police lead all year round, and they're really excellent because you've got the clip on one end, then all the way down the lead you've got these rings, so you can decide how long you want your lead, and that's actually quite long. full length. So that's all my boys. So all of my boys have got one of these clipped onto the end of their lead. When we go outside, I'll turn it on and show it to you. And then I don't have any spare hands when I'm walking, but I do have one of these, and I clip this. It's just called a clippable torch. Everything I get is on Amazon. Those clips there, just clippable lights, and that you just like that, look, and you just clip that onto your bag, and that's really bright. And I'll show you that when I'm outside. Now, when I'm outside, it's quite windy out there today, so I might not actually be able to talk because the sound might be bad, but I will show you what these lights look like. And every one of my boys has a light like that on the end of their lead. And the reason that they have that is because it's not because it helps their vision, because you don't need to mess around with their vision. They have excellent nighttime vision, and it doesn't help my vision. But what it does do is it lets other dog walkers know that I'm coming. So if they've got a dog that's aggressive or nervous, or for whatever reason, they need to know that I'm coming towards them, and I've got 3 dogs. My dogs are all friendly, but they still need to know that I'm coming. And these lights really, really do that well. I just want to pop in here and add something. If it is icy outside, then the gritters will go along and put salt on the paths. And so if that happens, then when we get home, I wipe their paws down with just a flannel and some water, or maybe a baby wipe. If your dogs don't like their paws being touched, what is really effective is if you put a wet towel in a doorway that they have to walk through, then as they walk past, that will wipe the salt off their paws, because you don't want them licking that salt. That wouldn't be good. And also it can burn their little paws, so you need to get that off them. The other thing is, if it's snowing, what can happen with some dogs, not so much with Humps here, but it can happen here with Albert, is lumps of snow get stuck in between his paw pads on the fur, and you end up with like big lumps of snow. It's actually near on impossible to get them out. You could cut them out, but that seems a bit drastic, and if it snows every day, you can't do that every day. But if you just wait, I mean, it will melt quite quickly. But it's just something to be aware of, if they might sometimes walk a bit funny. Sometimes if you're walking them in the snow, what can happen is they'll start to walk a bit funny, and it could be that they've got big lumps of snow stuck to the actual bottom of their pads. And if you're able to, then just take that off. So it's just something to be aware of if they suddenly start to walk funny in the snow. So now we'll carry on, and I'll show you what the lights look like outside. Right, so now we're outside. You can see that's the light that's on the end of their lead, so that's really bright. They can see that clearly. And that's the light that's on me. So that light is attached to me, so I can be seen clearly. And it also lights the way up for me a bit. I don't have any spare hands when I walk, but my husband does. So he carries a torch, so that when the boys go to toilet, we can clearly see to clear it up. Right, so it's 8 o'clock now. So we've been walking for 50 minutes. But you can see it's still dark, so I'm still going to need my lights on for them. But that's the end of this walk. Harry, are you okay, darling? Have you had a nice walk in the dark? It's very different for them walking in the dark, but they do see well in the dark. So there's no reason not to walk your dogs in the dark. I mean, some of you, I only walk my dogs once a day, but some of you will probably do 2 walks in the dark. So that's this video. So I hope that you found something in there helpful. Sorry if the wind is catching my mic. We're going to go off home now and settle them down, and that'll be them. They'll sleep now till 1 o'clock, which if you watch my videos, you'll be very aware of, because they're always asleep in my videos. That's us done. So you know where I am. Twitter, no, not Twitter, I'm not really doing Twitter anymore so much, but I'm more on TikTok and on Instagram. Good boy, Harry. And Instagram, and then 2 videos on here a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. So if you've got any questions about anything at all to do with dog ownership, ask me and I'll do my best to help you. Not really much I don't know after all these many years. They've chucked most problems at me. But I hope that you all have a lovely day. I hope your dogs have a lovely day. And see you in the next video. Bye bye.